Hey guys, it's ACairconditioner and welcome back for more Genshin Impact Marrying Sumeru story. Last time we completed the ACairconditioner quest in the 3.5 update, and today, with the release of the 3.6 update, Nahida's Act 2 is here, and we can actually start it, as we thought we would. Now, in order to complete this, you actually do need to do Nahida's Act 1, obviously. And just like many Archons Act 2, please ignore this. It's gonna most likely have a brand new weekly boss. And oh boy, from what I've seen in the trailer, this Archon quest or this door quest is gonna be a beast of a lore. So I'm curious to see what's gonna happen. Again, background noises, I'm sorry if you hear them. And that's a child. There's a child that just walked right in front. Okay, I'll shut up.
Nahida! Paimon didn't think we'd run into you.
She's just walking casually here.
Oh, hey there. It's been a while, hasn't it? What have you two been up to?
The usual. Mining, fishing, genesification TCG, and casting crystal flies. Listen, just because I grind in the Genshin doesn't mean you have to call me out in the game.
Seems like you've been enjoying yourselves. How about you? What are you up to now?
It's okay for it just
I'm
casually
looking out
walk
for some
around.
leads while getting some fresh air.
What the hell happened outside?
I noticed that I have some blurry memories after saving Ermin's.
I'm sorry?
I almost feel like there's still something extremely important I need
Blurry memories after saving Ermin's soul. It's a reference to Act 5, by the way.
Why is that?
How's that? Wait a minute. Are they gonna remind Nahida about Rukkhadevata's existence? Because keep in mind, by the end of Act 5, Rukkhadevata's existence got deleted, and Nahida is now the original Dendro Archon who lost her power 500 years ago. And then came back into power current time. So what we know is the fact that Rukkhadevata died 500 years ago, and the purest branch is Nahida. Nahida is a clone. So I have no idea. By the end of Nahida's Act 1, I did say that, like, oh, what if Nahida ends up remembering Rukkhadevata's existence and she tells Paimon about it? Because remember, there are two instances of Ermin's exchange. Rukkhadevata and Scaramouche. And Scaramouche, we do know. Only me, Paimon, and Nahida knows, but no one else. Rukkhadevata, only I know. And Tunics and the Traveler. No one else knows. Already, like 3 minutes in, there's already something huge to talk about here. It's probably the effects of Ermin's soul.
Don't worry, we'll help you remember.
Maybe I can help.
Thank you so much. Since you're willing to help, I have
What blurry
something
memories?
I'd
Could
like
it
to
be
show you.
Rukkhadevata's relationship with the dragons? Okay. Ooh, fancy.
Ooh, it's beautiful.
That's
It looks
fire,
like
isn't
it's
it?
filled with some kind of power.
That looks like fire.
I found it in the sanctuary of Suristana, but I have no recollection of it whatsoever.
What?
It's filled with pure elemental power that is quite similar to mine, but yet it's also a little different.
In the sanctuary of
It's very
Suristana?
likely that it's connected to my foggy memory, but I can't figure out what it is.
It's most likely something that Grey Lord Rukkhadevata left behind. But what's with her foggy memory?
Traveler, do you have any ideas?
I don't know, but it's very concerning.
You know, Nahida, we just happen to be going on an adventure right now.
Every day is an
If we
adventure,
find
Paimon. What are you
something, we'll be
talking
sure to
about?
let you know right away.
We're always on an adventure.
Thanks, you two. I didn't mean to trouble you again.
Oh, please, don't worry about that.
Don't mention it. Besides, it seems you've got a lot on your mind.
The more lore we
We'd
get,
like
the
to
more I'm willing to help. Bon, go ahead.
Hey, get out! You shouldn't be around here!
Bon, go ahead. Bon, go ahead. Okay.
I'm sorry, Lesser Lord Kusanali. Fungi don't
Oh, so
usually
he
come
just-
near this
okay.
place. Last warning. get out before I kick you out, you hear?
Bongo head.
Hang on. I think it's trying to tell us something.
But Great Dendroarchon, it's a monster.
Look how cute he is.
Don't worry.
It's Bongo head.
I think I understand.
Nahida will be able to communicate with
Seems that it
fungi.
wants us to follow it.
Also, they just casually refer to her as
You can
Dendroarchon, I
understand
guess.
it? Mm-hmm.
Obviously, she's the Lord of
Even
Dendro.
though different creatures have varying habits and ways of communicating, the emotions we experience are all the same. I can feel its anxiety and fear.
Fear
Its
of what?
entire need of our help. Well, fungi are kind of cute, but...
How could you forget about Bongo head? See? Called it. Bongo head is a really nice fungus, you know.
That's true.
I feel like that's not going to be happening if we have not done
All
Deeper
right,
2 event.
lead the way, little fungus.
Which I did, but I'm not recording it, so.
Although they all look about the same, some fungi are friendly, while others are super aggressive and attack anyone they see.
They're elemental creatures, Paimon.
It can't be helped. Perhaps in their eyes, humans are like fierce monsters as well.
Perspective, I see.
After all, they can't distinguish which human behaviors are hostile or not, and it'd already be too late for them once humans have drawn their weapons. Hence why they tend to strike first, rather than waiting.
They're like primal creatures.
That's not too different from how humans think sometimes.
Oh, no,
That's
look
what
at
I
them.
meant by shared emotions.
Yeah. Different beings, but same emotions. Also, this poor little fungi.
It appears it was in a hurry because of this unconscious fungus.
Can you help him?
Seems like they might be family. So maybe this fungus wanted to bring Nahida here to help its family member. Probably. Although fungi are simple creatures, they're very sensitive to elemental power.
Yeah.
Maybe it noticed me on my
They're
way
elemental
back
power
and thought
incarnate.
I'd be able to help.
But this is a hydro
I'll take a
fungus.
look. I should be able to help if it's just a common illness. What is it, Nahida? Strange. Very strange. This fungus didn't develop from a spore. It's an elemental life form.
I'm sorry?
An elemental life form?
What's the difference?
Yes. Although the fungi you normally see are capable of using elemental powers, they're merely borrowing elemental power from nature around them.
But this is
As for
pure
this
elemental power.
fungus, it has elemental power flowing through it. Definitely
Oh, I
not
see.
anything like your typical fungus.
So you're saying it only looks like a fungus?
Exactly. This is very interesting. I've never seen anything like it. So this is a first even for Nahida. But that's not all. There's a large void within its elemental power. The void is stopping the elemental power from flowing normally, which must be why it fainted. So do you think it'll wake up if we can fill the void? Yes, and I just so happen to be good at this sort of thing. I'll see what I can do right away.
If you hear background noises again, I'm sorry. I can't help it. Although I've been testing recording a lot of stuff, and yeah, like, the background noise that's peak showing the mic input, it's not there. What the hell?
My power was compatible. Looks like everything is fine now.
Lord of Dendro? Is it really
Oh.
the Lord of Dendro? Oh, I can't believe the Lord of Dendro saved me.
Isn't that the voice that we heard in the trailer?
As well as the stranger and creature next to you.
It can talk!
That's the voice we heard. Is this the
I
Pari?
didn't expect such a strange creature to make a sound like that. Seems I'm just as shocked as you are.
What? Of course Paimon can talk. Paimon isn't a strange creature. Paimon's just... Paimon!
I mean, that's a cool question. What are you?
I am not yet able to evaluate an organism's intelligence from its appearance. I will only know you are able to
An
speak
elemental
once you have
being,
spoken.
but not specified yet.
Well, no need to take it seriously.
And it's hydro as well.
No big deal. But does Paimon really look so dumb that people might think Paimon doesn't know how to talk?
There's no need to start worrying about that all of a sudden.
You misunderstand, Paimon. A mouth is used for eating, breathing, and other functions that are more important than speaking. So a creature may not speak even if it has a mouth. I've never seen a creature like you before, so I dared not make the assumption that you could speak. Even if you do possess a number of human traits, it is still very common for creatures to have similar external forms but completely different interiors, just like fungi and slugs.
Interesting.
Did this fungus study at the academia? It seems even more talkative than Paimon.
More foreshadowing about Paimon's identity?
Fungus, are you?
That's correct. This might be surprising to you, and I'm sure that you must have questions. Let's find somewhere else to talk. It might startle my fellow family members if I speak too much using this strange voice. Me, 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 me.
She's mimicking them.
It says that it's very thankful for your help.
So that's the voice that we heard in the trailer. The one talking about the apocalypse.
I was confident that I knew of all the creatures in Teyvat. Even if there are ones I've never seen with my own eyes, I thought I possessed all the
Then this is a
relevant
creature
knowledge
not
about
from
them.
Teyvat then.
However, even if I were to lay out the traits of all elemental life forms, you don't seem to match any of them.
Almost like a
What are
descender.
you? And where did you come from?
Like me.
I come from an ancient race. We have existed for a very long time, possibly longer than any records in existence. My home was filled with flowing water and great mountains.
Ancient race. Right?
Lush grass covered the land, and my
And that's
family
what these
and
things
I
are.
lived
We
in bliss and happiness. Until the apocalypse came and changed my home forever.
Oh my god.
A horrifying power consumed all there was. The seeds of catastrophe nested and grew inside of us, twisting and warping us, causing us to lose control.
So now we know that the apocalypse is not like the cataclysm. An ancient race that existed beyond this time. A creature that Nahida can recognize, so it's not from Teyvat that we know. Their home seems to be very similar to Sumeru Forest. And now it's red. And also caused it to lose control.
We were victims of the apocalypse. Yet, in time, we also became the apocalypse itself.
So what are you?
The apocalypse? I'm not sure what it means either. It sounds like some kind of old fable.
It's a long and complicated story.
It seems
will
like
take
they're
me some time
descenders
to
not from
explain
Teyvat,
it
but at the same
clearly.
time they are also
Don't
from
worry,
a
we'll listen.
different Teyvat.
Please continue.
Maybe they're from a
I
different
was
time
lucky
period.
and managed to survive. Afterward, I left with some of my family and came to Sumeru to search for a way to rescue my homeland. We came in contact with many species and learned from their cultures and knowledge, hoping to
So we don't know if this is the Pari or not. We just know it's an ancient race. It could be a Pari.
The apocalypse and refer to it as forbidden knowledge.
Oh. Oh. So it's the Abyss. This is a being. I was gonna say maybe this being can be from the Abyss. Does this confirm that these ancient races are actually from the Abyss or not? Or what is the Abyss now? Like, what is the Abyss at this point? Is it just somewhere from the space outside of Teyvat's false skies? Forbidden knowledge.
Your home was destroyed by forbidden knowledge? Does that mean you're from the desert?
We have no idea.
It said that they are looking for a way to save their homeland, but the catastrophe of the desert should have ended a long time ago.
The Lord of Dendro is correct. We are not from the desert. I would very much like to tell
Memory
you the
erosion.
location of my homeland, but unfortunately, I've forgotten. That may sound a little odd, as it is very important to both me and my family.
Yes. How
You
could
forget, right?
I am a life form that was contaminated by the apocalypse. A part of my knowledge and memory was taken away as the contamination inside of me was purged.
It was taken away
I
as you
get
were
it now.
purified.
So the void of elemental power was left behind from when the forbidden knowledge was purged. I'm sorry. I hadn't considered that kind of possibility.
That's okay. Lord of Dendro, there is no need to apologize. Without your help, I would have lost more than just my knowledge and memory.
So the void inside was also that memory and forbidden knowledge, and when that forbidden knowledge gets purged, they lose their memories alongside it. We know that Teyvat and forbidden knowledge cannot intertwine, otherwise catastrophic events can happen, like the fall of Gorobod, or the cataclysm of Conria, or the fall of many different civilizations in the ancient past of Teyvat. But if forbidden knowledge and Teyvat is not compatible at all, because otherwise these events can happen. God, I'm really thinking a lot here. I need to move on, but
And not only did you save me, but you've also already rid the world of the remaining forbidden knowledge, right?
That's right. The forbidden knowledge is no more, and your homeland should be safe now.
okay, yeah, okay. Now remember, is this something? So if this being lost forbidden knowledge was purified of it, but also lost its memory, is that loss of memory caused by some sort of assimilation in Teyvat? Because we know Teyvat and Urban Soul are connected. Urban Soul can be tainted by forbidden knowledge, but was purified. But at the cost of the purification of forbidden knowledge, Rukhdevata was deleted. So, isn't in a way just another sort of assimilation? Just on a minor scale.
My home should be safe now. We can go home. For the longest time, this moment has only seemed like a dream. I never knew it would become a reality so quickly. I was unable to fulfill our calling. I never found a way to
Maybe that's
save
what happened to
my
Lumine.
homeland.
Maybe that's why her
And I have
fate in
even
the Irmisol is so
forgotten where
fuzzy.
it is.
It's not your fault. You've already done everything you can. Every species paid a grave price in the fight against forbidden knowledge. This is not a responsibility you should carry.
But now we know
on your
forbidden
own.
knowledge is the abyss.
You
We know that
mentioned
now.
there were other survivors besides yourself. Where are they? Maybe they'll remember.
The apocalypse put us through immense pain. Many of my family members have already met their end. I'm not sure who else is still alive.
Don't worry, I should be able to find them. Just leave it to me. I'll leave the rainforest to the Aranara. And as for the city, there are a few nice kids that should be willing to help.
Of course she's
Oh yeah, they'll give us a hand.
of course she's she's using the kids
Give me
to
a
help them.
moment. I'll contact them right now.
It has to be kids, of course, because you're Nahida. Nahida is a badass though. I'm not gonna
That
lie.
should do it.
She's very proactive
It
in
may
her
take
job.
some time to find them, so let's wait for a bit.
Thank you, Lord of
Bye.
Dendro. We all
Yeah.
believe that you will keep your promises. The moment I saw you when I awoke, I had a feeling you were here because of the agreement.
Hmm?
Wait a minute.
Agreement?
Now Nahida's questioning this. She keeps saying Lord of Dendro. And she's not from Teyvat. How much want to bet that she's thinking that she's talking to Rukhdevata right now? Do you think this elemental life form is thinking she's talking to Rukhdevata and not Kusanali?
You might not remember, but this is a prophecy that we deeply believe in. that the Lord of Dendro will bring us home once the catastrophe comes to an end.
Ah, I see. I'm sorry. There are also some blurry segments in my memory as well. But I'm very concerned about your homeland. This is something I should help with. It's really no trouble
God, I
to
think
me
she's
at
gonna
all.
remember who Rook the Father is
Would
now.
you
That's
all
the
be
scary
willing
part.
to come with me somewhere as we wait? The more family members that can return home with me, the better.
But didn't you say that you don't know where they are?
Yes, but I know their end. I
I'm
will
sorry?
explain it to you along the way.
You know their end? Homecoming. God, we're in for the long haul, aren't we? So we now know about these elemental life forms who might not even be the party. They're just known as elemental life forms. We don't know if they could end up they could be the Sealies, maybe. And they became the Apocalypse after being destroyed by the Apocalypse. And the Apocalypse is linked to forbidden knowledge, which we can kind of assume already.
There's something that I'm very concerned about.
Are you talking about your fuzzy memories?
Yes. I didn't mention it just now, but do you remember when I told you that the power in the crystal is very similar to mine, yet also different? The elemental power inside the crystal is completely identical to that of the fungus.
I freaking
What?
knew it. Oh, I should not have looked at the information so early now. Oh, no, 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 no. I know why. I know exactly why. It's the Abyss. That crystal is of Abyss power. The Abyssal element, it may look the same, but it's completely different from the elements that we know of Tivat. That's not good. There's a connection between the crystal and the fungus.
Exactly. The prophecy that it mentioned was probably an agreement that I made with an elemental life form that once represented its race. I had to deal with the forbidden knowledge to save their homeland. The process, however, took away some of my memories.
It took your
That
memories
sequence
away?
of events would explain the persistent feeling that I had unfinished business. Makes sense. Too bad it's unable to tell
I
us
think that's what
more.
Rook Devata is going through. I think that's what Rook Devata went through.
I've been trying to think of a place that fits the description of its homeland, but I'm unable to come up with anything.
Now remember, Nahida takes place in Rook Devata, so anything that Rook Devata would have done all those years ago is replaced with Nahida because her existence is gone. Does that elemental life form refer Lord Dendro as Rook Devata or Kusanali? Nahida's just an alias. It referred to her as Nahida. And that's just an alias. She wouldn't recognize the name Nahida, but she would say that, oh, maybe Nahida is just an alias for Rukadevata. That's not the case. How much would I bet that she's referring to Rukadevata? I'm saying the name a lot, but I had to I really need to push that fact. I don't think she's referring to Kusanali at all. And she has no choice but to think like that because they're clones. If Nahida grows up, she'll look just like what Rukadevata looked like. We just have to continue investigating.
Agreed. I really want to send them home, so they won't have to wander around anymore.
God, this might end up with Nahida remembering the fact that she's not the original Dendro Archon. That's not good. Cause I think that's gonna crush Nahida even more.
It's a little rough. I'll lead the way.
Don't worry, Paimon can handle any road! Ah! Enemies! You're up, traveler!
What enemies? Oh, those enemies.
Go! Go! Cross over!
Disappear!
Amazing. With such skills, you all would have definitely been able to find a way to survive the apocalypse.
Hey, Paimon has been meaning to ask. You all didn't originally look like this, did you?
Of course not.
No, we didn't. The appearance of our kind will change according to the environment.
I'm sorry?
After communicating with various living organisms in Sumeru, we discovered that fungi
It changes
are
with the
life
environment.
most adapted to live in these
So see at
lands.
least.
Thus, we gradually took the form of fungi and became a part of their group.
It's hard to believe that's even possible.
Shift
The
shifting, I
most
guess.
important instinct any life form possesses is adapting to the environment. I don't think that should surprise you, Paimon. Your hand is shaped like that for a reason, so you are able to grip and use tools more easily. The reason why fungi absorb elemental power is to blend with the environment and fend off natural predators.
Why is she
We
talking
are
Paimon?
dendro life forms, one of the most ancient life forms in this land. That is why we are so adaptable.
So you mean, if Paimon wanted to, Paimon could change into a different form as well?
That's foreshadowing.
Not as freely, I'm afraid. You would require a long time to make that
That's
happen.
insane foreshadowing.
Although this is common sense to us, it is still extremely difficult to explain. Putting it as simply as possible, changing form requires energy, and energy comes with time. You cannot make a sprout grow into a giant tree instantly, nor can you force a tree to bear fruit overnight.
It all takes time.
I see. Humans have a term for this. It's called growth. Ah, you're so smart, Nahida! Paimon gets it now!
Seems like it's pretty good at coming up with metaphors as well.
Growth. I see. Yes, then this is what you would call growth. A most beautiful word. I shall enjoy it more as we walk.
This is really interesting.
How much farther is it?
We're about halfway there. You're doing great, Paimon. Do you need me to carry you on my back?
Huh? Oh, no!
She seems to be
Paimon
really
just
focusing on
tired.
Paimon though, which is
Paimon
odd.
isn't that tired. You seem to enjoy taking care of others.
You think so? Does the Lord of Dendro need to be carried?
That would be awkward, wouldn't it? Why don't you fly up and sit on top of my head? We can figure out who will carry who later! We have monsters here!
You're all small.
Beg for mercy.
Anyway.
I think we may have a different understanding of carrying someone. No matter whether it's tired or not, my child is always happy when I
Your
put it
child?
on my back and give it a ride.
Child? You mean the fungi we ran into earlier?
Yes, one was my friend, and the other was my child.
Why can't your kid speak?
Because it's just a fungus. I don't want my presence to change or affect the original state of the fungi species here. However, it is slightly different from an ordinary fungus. It seems to understand some human language, so I gave it a name.
Oh, then it must be a really cute name. You know, like Bongo Head.
Nice callback.
You have an odd taste for names.
Nicknames. But yeah.
Paimon thinks that name is great.
It's a nickname, Paimon.
Strange.
What the hell
and cute
happened?
At the same time. It's a name only Paimon would be able to come up with. That's right.
The name I came up with was not as creative as Paimon's. I learned it from an adventurer. Its name is...
Oh my god, you're gonna
I'm
forget.
sorry, but I've forgotten.
It's gonna be a
Seems
lore
like I've
bomb. I'm
forgotten
calling it
many
now. Watch me like
important
things for Lumine. Oh my god. Don't worry, you can try and remember it on the way.
Yes, I must remember it before I return. It's just as important as my homeland.